Hello everyone and welcome to Medford Anywhere Learning TV. We're glad you're tuned in. We want to give a shout out to our friends at Southern Oregon PBS, KTVL, KDRV, and the Dove Network. Thank you for hosting us on your station. In the Medford School District, we have one shared vision, and that we believe that all are learning, and learning is for all. And what better place to do that than right here on Medford Anywhere Learning TV.
Hey, I'm so happy to be here with you on Medford Anywhere Learning TV. My name is Kim Neiswanger, and I'm the first grade teacher out at Roosh Outdoor Community School. Today, I'm going to be teaching you a lesson on fractions. So I loved going outside and playing when I was a little girl. And we would go outside and we would play and play and play. We'd ride our bikes and we'd get so tired, and it would be like middle afternoon and we'd run inside. Mom, I'm so hungry. And my mom would say, well, you can make a sandwich. And I'd be like, okay. So, well, I brought some stuff to make a sandwich today to show you what I'm talking about. So I get my peanut butter out and my jelly out. Strawberry today. Love it. And then we would get our knife out. And as we were making our sandwich, we would be in the kitchen back and forth saying, I get the biggest piece. No, I get the biggest piece. No, I'm going to eat the whole sandwich. But then our mom from out in the living room would say, now, girls, remember, when you make that sandwich, it's close to dinner time. So you can't eat the whole sandwich. But we're hungry. I know, dinner's soon. So we will share the sandwich between the two of you. Oh, Mom. Okay. And then once again, I get the whole sandwich. Nope, Mom said you can't have the whole sandwich. And we would fight back and forth. And my mom once again would say, girls, remember, my rule is that when you have to share a sandwich, that one person cuts the sandwich, the other person gets to pick which piece of the sandwich they're going to eat. Oh man, this was a game changer. Are you kidding me? Okay, so then I'm nervous because, well, my sister says, you cut it. I'm like, okay, I'll cut the sandwich. But that means that I have to make sure that when I cut this sandwich, my sister does not get a bigger part of the sandwich than I do. So I would look at my sandwich. I'm nervous because this has to be completely in half. Now, hold on. That reminds me about fractions. When you're talking about fractions, you are talking about something whole, like my sandwich, and you are going to cut that whole thing into pieces. Now, in this case, we're going to cut it into two pieces because there's my sister and I to share it with. So we're going to cut it into two pieces. And the fraction piece of it means that you have to have two equal pieces of the whole. So here we go. I'm nervous. I have to cut this sandwich into two equal pieces so that we each get 1/2 of this sandwich. So I look at it. I move my knife. Here? No way. Because if I cut it here, my sister Shirley is going to pick this piece and she'll get more of my favorite sandwich. I think I will cut it right about here. Do you agree with me? I think this is right about half. Here we go. I'm cutting it. Yeah, right there in half. Now, my sister can pick which side of this sandwich she wants. And I bet you she's going to pick either side because they are equal. So exciting. She picks one side, I get the other side, and then we enjoy our sandwich for the rest of the day. Now, there was also a time when my sister and I would have friends over to play with us. We have me, my sister, and our two friends. So now, how many pieces of that sandwich do we have to have? Me, my sister, my friend, and my sister's friend. Oh no, I have to have 4 pieces of that sandwich. And remember, my sister and I, we love this sandwich and we don't want our friends to have more than us. We want each of us to have 4 equal parts. So I have to take this sandwich now. Oh, my sandwich is already in half. Great. Guess what? Now I just have to figure out how to get 2 more pieces of this sandwich. How am I going to cut this into 2 more pieces equally? Ooh, I think I can go like this. If I cut this piece like this and this piece like this, ooh, I see a little line there. That might be good. That's 4 equal pieces, I think. Ooh, what if I cut it like this and I cut it like this? That could also be 4 equal pieces. But do you know what? If I cut it like this, that looks like a French toast stick to me, and I want it to be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I think I'm going to cut my sandwich like this into 4 equal pieces. There I go. Now I can have this one. My sister can have this one. My friend can have this one. And my other friend can have this one. And we have 4 equal pieces to our sandwich. To make this spinner, remember, I want 1/2 of my plate. So I'm going to take a line and I'm going to draw it completely down 1/2 of this plate. I have to make sure, though, that I get it in half, because if I don't, that would be a pretty boring spinner. So I'm going to make sure right here, I'm going to start here and I'm going to go straight down the plate 1/2. Whoa, that looks pretty good. I did it. I actually want my spinner to be in 4ths. I need to draw another line on this plate so that I can have 4ths. So I'm going to take my pen, and what if I put it here and I drew a line down here? Would it be even? I don't think that would be even. Okay, over here. No, that's still not going to be even. I want to go right in the middle of my plate, and I am going to draw another line right down the middle of my plate. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I have some fractions now. Now, one thing I want to show you that I didn't get to show you with my story about the sandwich, I want to show you how to write the fraction 1/2 and how to write the fraction 1/4. Now, it's kind of tricky writing those fractions. It's fun because I get to use 2 numbers, but they don't have to be side by side. They're actually going to be on top of each other. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to spin this a little bit so that I can write the fraction 1/2 right here on this piece of my spinner. So I'm going to write the first number. I'm going to write a number 1 because I have one of those pieces. And then I'm going to draw a line across here. And this line has a special meaning. It means a piece of. So I have 1 piece of, and then I'm going to write the number 2 right here, because when I cut my whole piece of sandwich into parts, I cut it into 2 parts. So my 2 equals my whole. So I have 1 piece of my whole. So I have the number 1/2. Let me spin it a little more, and I'm going to show you the fraction 1/4. Now, the fraction 1/4, I bet you're already guessing it. It's kind of like 1/2, but we're going to use that 1 still, and we're going to use that line for piece of. But now we had 4 pieces to make our whole. So 1 piece of 4, or 1 piece of my whole. That makes the fraction 1/4. So I'm going to hurry up and write 1/2 on this part of my spinner, and I'm going to write 1/4 on this part of my spinner. Now my spinner is done. So I'm going to put my cap on my pen. I'm going to put it aside, and I need to grab something to spin with. I brought my trusty dusty paper clip. That's always great for a spinner. So let me put that down there, and I can take my pen back, and I can put my spinner, my pen in the middle of my spinner, and then watch. There we go. I can spin it, and I got 1/4. Now, if you don't have a paper clip at home, you might have a safety pin. Let me show you the other part of the game. In this magazine, I was flipping through, and guess what I found? Flipping through here. I found a chicken. I like chicken. So I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut my chicken out. And this game is called Build Your Plate. So I need another plate. Good news, I have one. I need another plate. So I'm going to put my plate right here, my spinner right here, and my food that I'm going to use to build right here. Now, I kind of did a little trick, and I already cut out some other pieces of food, so let me get some other pieces of food out. Let me see. Oh, yeah, a birthday cake. I love birthday cake. That's yummy. I'm going to put that over here. And I found a cherry. Yum. That's what I should have had for breakfast this morning, was some cherries. I had a cherry, and I'll pull one more out. Oh, my favorite on a salad is a tomato. So I have a piece of chicken, a tomato, a birthday cake, and a cherry. And I am going to build my plate with those 4 things. So this is where the fun begins. I'm going to use my paper clip. It's a little easier for me to use. I'm going to get my pen out to be my spinner. All right, I'm going to spin. Oh, my finger got in the way. There we go. Okay, I spun 1/2. So this is what I get to do. I get to take one of these pieces of food, and I get to cut it in half, and I get to put it on my plate because I'm going to eat half of that food for dinner tonight. Oh, I'm excited. Which one should I have half of? I think I'll have a half a chicken. What? Half a chicken? That's a lot of food. It is a lot of food, but that's okay. So I'm going to take my chicken, and I'm going to do the best I can to cut it completely in half. There we go. I cut my chicken in half, and I'm going to lay it on my plate. I cannot wait to have that half a chicken for dinner tonight. Okay, let's spin again. Oh, 1/4. 1/4. That means I get 1/4 of something for dinner tonight. That means I have to take something and cut it into 4 different pieces. You know what? I think I'm going to take my tomato and cut it into 4 even pieces. Yikes, I'm nervous. Now, I think I've found the best way, just like I did with my sandwich. I'm going to cut the tomato in half because I know then I have 2 equal pieces there. And then good news, I just have to take one of my equal pieces and cut it into another equal piece. So I'm going to cut it right there. And now I have 1/4 of my tomato. I have 1 piece here. I have 2 pieces here. And if I take this guy really quick and I cut him, I have 3 pieces, 4 pieces. So I'm going to put 1 of the 4 pieces on my plate to eat for dinner tonight. Ooh, that's exciting. All right, let's move this. I think, you know what? I think I'm going to spin one more time because you guessed it. I want some of that cake. Ooh, I hope I get 1/2 because 1/2 will give me a bigger piece of cake than 1/4 will. Are you ready? Yes, I got 1/2 of my cake. I'm so excited. I'm going to take my cake. Oh, look, it even has ice cream on top of it. I'm going to take my cake and I'm going to cut it. Now, I'm definitely going to make sure I get 1/2 equal on this because I want a piece of that cake right there. I get 1 out of the 2 pieces of my cake, and I'm going to put it right there on my plate. Oh my goodness, that's going to be such a good dinner tonight. A half a chicken, 1/4 of a tomato, and 1/2 of a birthday cake. The other day I was playing Legos with my nephew, and guess what I found? I found fractions in my Legos. I found this gray piece. I was thinking, I think I can maybe make a fraction out of this gray piece of Lego. Let me see what I can find. And I said, hey, can you dig through and find me something that maybe will fit? And my nephew found these 2 white pieces. I wonder if these 2 white pieces will fit on my gray Lego equally. And if they do, will it only use the 2 or will I need more? Let's check it out. Let's take this white one. Let's put it on top of the gray here. Oh, look at that. I think I can already see, and I'm super excited because I think if I put this Lego right here, guess what? There we go. We have a fraction. I had my whole piece, which was my gray, and I made that whole piece into 2 equal parts, the white Legos. 1 equal part here and 1 equal part here. Oh, that's so exciting. So then I said, let's keep looking because I think we could make even more fractions with that. So while he was looking through the bag, I took these 2 Legos apart because I want to see if I can find another fraction that will fit this hole right here. So he was rummaging through and rummaging through. Can you imagine that? His hand in the bag and it's going around and around. And guess what he pulled out? He pulled out 4 pieces. What? 4 pieces? I don't know. I said, I don't know that we can make a fraction with 4 pieces on this gray piece. And he says, yes, yes, we can. So let's try it. So we picked up this piece and we put it here. And we picked up this piece and we put it here. And then we picked up this piece and we put it here. And this is the point where we really got excited because we can already see if I pick up this piece, it's a 2-piece, and this is a 2-piece. I can stick it right here, and I have 4 pieces that make my whole. So remember, the gray is my whole piece, and now I have 4 pieces to make up that 1 whole. Let me see. Do I remember 4 pieces that make up 1 whole makes the fraction? Let me go up here in my mind. Makes the fraction 1/4, I think. Let me see. If I touch this white piece right here, I'm touching 1 piece of the 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces I put on there. Yes, that is the fraction 1/4. I'm going to grab my pen right here, and I'm going to grab a card. And I just found this card laying around the house. There might be one in a desk. It might be one in a drawer. And if you don't have a card like this, just grab a regular old piece of paper. That would be great. So I'm going to put this piece of paper down, and I am going to write the fraction 1/4. Now remember, when you write the fraction 1/4, you're going to start with the piece that you have. So we're going to start with the piece that is blue, okay? And I want to see how much of this whole is my blue piece. So I have 1 blue piece. And remember this line, it has a special name. It means piece of. So I have 1 piece of, and then how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces out of here. So 1 piece of the 4 is blue. So I could run in and I could say, hey, Mom, guess what? I put some Legos together and 1/4 of my Legos is blue. It's so exciting. Mom will be like, woo-hoo. All right. Now, what if I wanted to see what the fraction of white pieces are? Oh, no, we haven't talked about that yet, but that's okay because we're going to use the format we used right here to figure out how much of my Lego is white. Okay, let me grab another card. We need another card for this one. I'm going to set 1/4 aside, and I'm going to right here. Okay, now for this one, I need to look and see how many of those pieces are white. Count with me. 1, 2. 2 of those pieces are white. So that means that my 2 is going to go right here at the top. I have 2 pieces. Oh, right, that line. 2 pieces of, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 pieces of 4 are white. Once you get 1/2 down and 1/4 down, you can take it farther because remember, all you're talking about is how many pieces out of my whole. So let's look at this little piece right here. What if I took this piece right here that we found and I put it right there? Oh, I don't think only 2 are going to fit. Let's see how many will fit. There's 2. Look at that. I have 1 more spot. Good news. We found 1 more. And I have 3. 3 of these dark gray pieces fit on 1 of that whole piece of gray that I had. Oh, this is going to be fun figuring out this fraction. Let's write this fraction because I like this one. So my first number I'm going to write is the number 1 because I put one piece. We're talking about that one piece I put on there. And then, oh yeah, my funny, fun symbol, piece of. So 1 piece of, and then how many pieces did I put on there? 1, 2, 3. I put 3 pieces on there. So 1 piece of 3. So now I have 1 piece of 3 on this whole fraction right here. And this one's a fun one to say. This fraction, we haven't learned it yet, but this fraction is 1/3 because I have 1 piece of 3. I have 1/3. I hope you have fun finding fractions with your Legos. Isaiah and I sure did. Okay, now I want to show you a different way to use fractions. I was walking around my house and I found a piece of paper laying around and I thought, I like to do art. You know what? I think I'm going to make a flag. So I would love to make a flag out of this piece of paper. Now, I like to work with squares when I do fractions. When I'm just beginning, it's really a lot easier for me to use a square. So my paper is a rectangle. So I want to show you how to make a square first out of a rectangle so that I can work with a square and make fractions easier. So I'm going to take the corner of my paper and I'm just going to fold it over till it meets the side like that. And then I'm just going to take my scissors that I found and I am going to cut it off. Can you see right there where the fold is? I'm going to cut that piece off. So cut that piece off and ta-da! Ta-da! I have a square. Oh, look! Look what I see right here. Ooh, let me get my pen. Watch this. Are you ready? Let me follow right here. Look what I already did. I already folded this square into halves. I have one triangle here, one triangle here, and we have 2 equal triangles that make my whole square. Wow, that was fun and easy. That's a different way to cut a fraction than I've seen before. I think I like that. I think I like my flag to be 2 separate triangles. Now I'm going to get my markers out because I need to decorate this flag. And I found 3 markers laying around my house. I have a blue, I have a yellow, and I have a red. Now, my school is an outdoor school, so I think I'm going to use a blue. And I'm going to make sure that I make half of my flag look like the sky. And I always see birds in the sky. So half of my flag are going to have these really cool birds on it. Now, it doesn't matter how many birds I put on it, just as long as I stay on 1/2 of my piece of paper. So I think I'll just put a couple more birds on my half. I need one right there. There we go. I have 1/2 of my flag is flying birds. I think I want a different color for my other half. Oh, red. Red is a good color. Oh, did you see that marker try to run away? He didn't want to be used again. I caught him though. All right. I'm going to use red for the second half of my flag. And since I use birds on this half, maybe I will make apples on this half. So I'm going to make an apple. Well, that's a heart. That's not an apple. That's okay. We'll go with hearts. I like hearts too. And hearts are red. We'll make hearts on this side of our flag. And I don't know how many hearts I'm going to make. I'm just going to make enough to decorate this part of my flag. Let's see, one more goes good. There we go. Now I have a super fun flag that 1/2 has blue birds and the other half has red hearts. Oh, that's a fun flag. I wonder if I could make a flag that had 4 different parts to it. Good news. I have another piece of paper. So I'm going to set this one to the side. I'm going to quickly make a square out of this one, and we already know how to do it. But if you don't remember, we're going to fold the side over, give it a little crease, and we're going to quickly cut off the end here. And I have to be careful because I want this square even. So I have to carefully cut off that end so that my square is even, because remember, we want equal parts when we do it. So if we start even, we'll finish even. Okay, I'm going to open this piece of paper, and guess what? Magically again, I have that line. But do you know what? I already made a flag with some triangles. I think I want to make a flag that has rectangles on it. So I have to make this into 4 equal rectangles. Here's a super fun way to do it. If I fold my paper over this way and crease it, and then I fold my paper one more time this way and crease it, guess what I'm going to have? Are you ready? Open it up, and ta-da! That makes 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. Oh, now I'm ready to make my flag with 4 equal parts. Now, I still have my 3 colors, but I need 4 colors. Oh, I have a pen in my hand. I can use that. Let's start with the black one, since I already have it in my hand. And this time, I think I'm going to make some quick lines. I'm going to make a line like this, diagonal line like this, all the way across my flag. Well, not across my flag, across 1/4 of my flag. I don't want my whole flag as stripes. Okay, I have 1/4 of my flag decorated. Let me see. Next, I think I want the red next to the black. And this time, I'm not going to do red hearts because I already did that. How about if I do red squiggly lines? Oh yeah, squiggly lines. Those are fun to make. It looks like a party and I'm having a celebration and the confetti's coming down. Woohoo! All right, there's my red squiggles on another 1/4 of my paper. I think next I will use yellow. What would be good for yellow? Yellow polka dots. I love yellow polka dots. So we're going to make some big yellow polka dots. We can't see those polka dots very well, but oh, there they are. They look like smiley, happy faces. If I were to put some little eyes on there, they would look like smiling, happy faces because we're happy we're doing fractions. All right, that leaves 1 color left. That leaves my blue. I'm going to use my blue, and I am going to decorate the last 1/4 of my paper with blue boxes. So I'm going to write some blue boxes on the last 1/4 of my flag. There we go. Now my 1/4 flag, or my 4th flag, I should say, is all decorated nice and neat and ready to go. Guess what I'm going to do with this flag? I'm going to take this flag and I'm going to tape it on my bedroom wall. And then when I look at it, I can say, oh, I have a flag that is 1/4 blue boxes, 1/4 yellow dots, 1/4 red squigglies, and 1/4 black straight lines. That'll be fun hanging on my bedroom wall. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you challenge yourself to make a flag for your school? That would be super fun. Make a flag that is 1/2 one way and the other half the other way, and then challenge yourself to make a flag that's cut into 1/4. You could cut it into 1/4 with lines like this. You could cut it into 4ths where you use those triangles and you cut it into another triangle, and then you have 4 equal triangles, and your flag could be in 4ths with triangles. Oh, that would be so much fun. I cannot wait to see what kind of designs you're going to make for your school flag.
Thanks for tuning in to Medford Anywhere Learning TV. Medford School District is a place where all are learning, and learning is for all.